Hey, what's up everyone? You're here with Goran from Pick Dawgz, and thank you for joining me here for your free picks from Bundesliga for Saturday, January 28th. We got a lot of games to talk about, guys. We have 6 Bundesliga matches on Saturday morning. So before we get this show on the road, make sure you are subscribed to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. Make sure you hit those thumbs up, guys. We do appreciate it a lot. And if you want to see my best bets, just click the link in the description of this video. That will get you to my page up on the Pick Dawgz website. Like I said, guys, you are here for your free Bundesliga picks, and we have 6 games to talk about, so let's get it going. We are gonna kick it off with this Mainz versus Bochum matchup. That's a 9:30 a.m. game, and for a team in not that great of a form, Mainz is a pretty heavy favorite here. But I definitely understand why, because Bochum on the road has only 1 win and 8 losses. However, they have been scoring goals pretty consistently as of late, and there have been some signs of improvement from this team. As far as Mainz goes, they lost to Dortmund 2-1 with that late goal they conceded just a few days ago. Before that, they tied to Stuttgart, and since the restart of the season, they still haven't won a single game, which is definitely something they would like to change in this one. When we take a look at the injury reports, guys, both teams have a few injured players, but the quality is still definitely on Mainz's side here, and they have been pretty solid at home this season. They haven't scored a lot of goals, but they also haven't conceded a lot of goals. And now they're facing a team that has scored only 5 goals on the road so far this season. And that is Bochum. Now, like I said, Bochum has been scoring goals pretty consistently during those friendly games, and they scored 3 against Hertha in the first game back. However, they failed to score against Leverkusen last week, but I wouldn't count on that here in this game as well. Mainz's defense has been pretty sloppy lately, and for that reason, guys, I'm gonna keep this one simple. I'm gonna take over 2.5 goals at minus 115 in this one. I'm not gonna try to add both teams to score or anything like that. Just to keep it as simple as possible, as safe as possible. I'm gonna stick to goals, and minus 115 is a I would say, pretty solid price for this pick. Second game in Bundesliga that we're gonna talk about is between Hoffenheim and Borussia Mönchengladbach, guys. This Borussia team is once again struggling. They are on a 3 game losing streak right now, and they failed to score against Augsburg just a few days ago, and that is quite a disappointment because Augsburg is not a good defensive team. In their previous game against Leverkusen, they were losing 3-0 in that second half, and they got those 2 goals, barely got into the game, but they just didn't have the power to do it all the way. Hoffenheim on the other side is a team known for scoring goals pretty consistently, but they are also a team known for conceding goals quite a lot. And their last uh, 8, 9, 10 games have gone both teams to score in over 2.5, and I'm pretty sure this one will be the same here, guys, because Hoffenheim, like I said, is scoring goals. They are very solid at home, but they couldn't keep a clean sheet against Stuttgart. They couldn't keep a clean sheet against Union Berlin. They played against some of the weaker teams in those friendly games. They couldn't keep a clean sheet there. And their only hope to win this game is to outscore Borussia Mönchengladbach, which doesn't seem to be that hard at the moment, to be honest. But I think that Borussia Mönchengladbach has to snap out of this losing streak. They have to get back on track, and for that reason, this one was fairly simple to me, guys. Both teams to score in over 2.5, minus 141. Uh, it's not that great of a price, but definitely minus 141 is a pretty solid price. We are halfway through, guys, and we have reached this Hertha versus Union Berlin matchup in Bundesliga. And honestly, this one was the simplest pick for me of all, to be honest. We are getting Union Berlin on the money line at plus 112. The team that is on a 6 game winning streak, 7 game winning streak right now. The team that beat Bremen on the road just a few days ago. The team that beat Hoffenheim 3-1 at home in the first game back. While Hertha, I mean, they conceded 3 goals against Bochum, who is one of the weakest team in the league. They lost 5-0 at home to Wolfsburg just a few days ago, and to expect them to do something against Union Berlin, against the team that is fighting for the title this season, the team that has been one of the most consistent teams in Bundesliga so far, I think that's something that I don't think that even Hertha expects that, honestly. So, like I said, this one was very, very simple to me, guys. Union Berlin on the money line plus 112. This is definitely the price I just cannot miss, and I will not miss this price. For as long as the books are giving us nice plus money on Union Berlin, whether that's at home or on the road, I don't care, I'm taking it. So, Union Berlin money line plus 112, that's my pick for this one. The next game, guys, we have in Bundesliga should be an interesting one between Freiburg and Augsburg. Two teams that have quite a bit of a quality difference here, and the form is quite different between them right now because Augsburg has gotten a nice win in their last game against Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-0, which is definitely going to be very helpful for their battle to stay out of the relegation zone. While Freiburg has now dropped to sixth place, which is quite disappointing because they were very close to Bayern before the restart of the season, but they haven't won any of their last two games, and that potentially is a problem. Now, in that game against Wolfsburg, Freiburg was completely outplayed. They lost 6-0, they couldn't do anything. But in that game against Eintracht a few days ago, they had a decent shot to get a win. They scored a goal finally, and that's a nice positive movement for this team. But I think it's time for them to get back on the winning track. Augsburg on the road is not that good of a team. They have scored only 4 goals so far in 8 games, conceded 14, and even though they have 3 wins on the road, they have 4 losses as well. And Freiburg has been one of the best home teams in the league so far. So I'm gonna give Freiburg a benefit of the doubt here, guys, and I'm gonna take Freiburg to win at over 1.5 goals. I'm gonna lay off the overs in Freiburg games until they hit that nice consistent flow of scoring goals and defending on a more solid basis. So I think that Freiburg has scored 2 goals here. I think they will need to score 2 goals here to kind of relieve the pressure off of themselves. And for that reason, I'm taking Freiburg to win at over 1.5 goals. And the price is pretty solid, minus 148. Might even double that up with something else. But even as a single, I think it's a pretty solid price. The next game we have, guys, is between Werder Bremen and Wolfsburg. That's another 9:30 a.m. game, and we have two teams once again on a completely opposite sides of form. Werder has been struggling quite a lot, and they haven't won any of their last 2 games. Not that they haven't won any of their last 2 games; they lost their last 2 games. They have conceded 9 goals in those 2 games. The good news for them, I suppose, is that they have scored at least a goal in each of those 2 games, and that's something to build upon. But it's gonna be very hard for them to get that form before the World Cup back. Excuse me. Wolfsburg, on the other side, is on fire right now. Wolfsburg is keeping clean sheets. They are beating everyone. They have scored 11 goals in their last 2 games. They have beaten teams like Freiburg and Hertha Berlin. They don't really care who they play against right now, and this was also one of the simplest pick for me, guys. Even Wolfsburg on the money line plus 112 is a fantastic price. Definitely worth a shot. But I'm putting everything on Wolfsburg in this one. I'm going with Wolfsburg to win at over 2.5 plus 215. Outstanding price on a team that has been scoring a lot of goals. Can they keep 3 clean sheets in a row? It's possible, and if they do, I think that Wolfsburg alone can get us over 2.5 line because they are scoring like crazy right now. But if Werder can get to the scoreboard, that's gonna make our job that much easier here, guys. But this was gonna be all Wolfsburg all day, and to get even more value out of this pick, I'm gonna add over 2.5 goals as well. So Wolfsburg to win and over 2.5 goals. That's my pick for this one. The last game of the day in Bundesliga that we have on Saturday, guys, is between Bayern Munich and Eintracht Frankfurt. Eintracht has been scoring goals. They have been playing well. They have been dangerous also, and they haven't lost any of their last 3, 4, 5 games. While Bayern Munich, they're pretty much in the same boat. They haven't lost any of their last 6, 7, or 8 games. I don't even know. They're still undefeated at home, but they are now on a 3-game draw streak. And that is something this team hasn't seen in a long, long time. And they are struggling with scoring goals quite a lot. They have scored only one against Cole. They have scored only one against Leipzig. And it's not going to be an easy task for them to get a win here. Just because Eintracht is playing really well right now. They do have a few injuries, but this is the team that has quite a bit of a depth as well. And they did a very solid job on the road so far this season with 15 scored goals. That's an average of almost 2 scored goals per game on the road. Bayern on the other side, still undefeated at home. Yes, definitely the best team in Bundesliga, the team that has the most quality, the team that has the biggest chance of winning the title this season. But those struggles they have in that attacking end, I mean, you never know when they're gonna end. But is it gonna happen that Bayern is gonna score only one goal in the game for 3 games in a row? That's gonna be, I don't know, something weird is about to happen. And if we see this again, I don't know what to say, to be honest. So I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to Bayern's offense here, and I kind of expect them to step up their game in this at their home stadium in front of their fans, and for that reason, guys, I'm gonna take both teams to score an over 3.5 at plus 112, just because both teams to score an over 2.5 is pretty expensive, but I don't know. I honestly can't imagine 3 of Bayern's games in a row going with under 2.5, and with Bayern scoring one or no goals at all. So, like I said, I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to their offense here. They are conceding goals pretty consistently, so I'm pretty sure that Eintracht has the quality and what they have to score a goal against Bayern. So I think they get to the scoreboard, but both teams to score in over 3.5 seems like a good deal to me, so that's what I'll go with here. That's it, guys. Thank you for joining me here. This was your 6 free Bundesliga picks for Saturday, January 28th. Thank you for joining me here. I appreciate you. I enjoyed doing this video for you, so if you can, hit those likes, guys. Keep those thumbs up. Subscribe to the Pick Dawgz YouTube channel. And of course, check out my best bets up on the Pick Dawgz website. That's it, guys. Good luck with your bets and enjoy your Saturday.